Now that we've talked about all of that stuff, we can move on to the attractor itself. So this is the scene that loads up, that first scene that the players see. We have the wave class initialize all data, we set up the wave appropriately, and we mute the sound manager. We'll get into each of these in a little bit, but for now, just know that the functions do what they say. Create a UI, a game alarm, an attractor input, which is basically a single game object that checks for 1 or 2 in order to progress to the next scene. We set up all of our factories, and we set up the attractor UI. We have all these collision test pairs, and so that they work just as they do in the regular game. And I'm going to go over level 1 real quick as well. So again, we have wave class setup, wave none. We don't reinitialize data, that only happens with the attractor. We unmute all of our sounds, UI and game alarm, and we set up our factories once more. Player manager, game start for level 1. The player manager initializes for the attractor. This is because the player manager needs to know whether we're in attractor mode or level 1. Now, as I said, next I'll get into the factories themselves.